I'm a major skeptic on crypto tokens, which you call currency, like Bitcoin. They are decentralized Ponzi schemes, and the notion that's good for anybody is unbelievable.
So on Capitol Hill yesterday, I mean, listen, he wasn't equivocating, right? He made no bones about it. He thinks crypto is a Ponzi scheme. Joining me now is someone who just has a slight disagreement. Coin Stories podcast host, Natalie Brunell. I mean, Natalie, when you heard that, I mean, you kind of heard Jamie Dimon say things like that before, but, you know, he really was pretty emphatic about it yesterday.
Well, look, there are a lot of Ponzi schemes out there in the tokenized world. Bitcoin is not one of them. But I think the biggest Ponzi scheme in history is fiat, because if you need ever expanding credit in order to produce smaller and smaller amounts of real economic growth and productivity, what else is that but a Ponzi scheme? But I have a couple things to say about Jamie Dimon in particular. Number one, do a light Google search and you'll find that he contradicts himself. Sometimes he's for crypto, sometimes he's against it. But look, Bitcoin doesn't need Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon will need Bitcoin because his customers will demand it and he can make money off of it. Number two, we don't need big banks as friends, right? This is the whole movement. We want to eclipse the big institutions. So maybe this is something we can actually agree upon with Elizabeth Warren. And number three, Jamie Dimon speaks for the Fed. And I think people are pretty fed up with the fact that these are unelected people who have so much power over the economy. Right. And this is really a banking cartel, right? They've presided over massive booms and busts while they're supposedly stabilizing the business cycles. And instead, they've just decimated the middle class. So I think people are fed up, and he wouldn't be as rich as he is if there wasn't a ton of easy money flowing his way so he could slurp from the monetary spigot first before everyone else.
I love all those points you make. You know, listen, the creature from Jekyll Island, which is the Federal Reserve, when they put it through with the promise that we would no longer have these boom or bust cycles. We would no longer have panics like we saw in the 1800s, that, you know, the business cycle would be smooth. And that's all we've had since then. And to your point, it always feels like Wall Street gets richer and richer and richer after every single boom and bust cycle, no matter what.